Now, the most important part about being a content creator is the why. Now, you don't have to explicitly state why. There are cases of many people out there who didn't want to be a content creator or have their why and they ended up being successful, loving content creation and building something out of this world there. But if you are a person planning on becoming a content creator, you've never done it before, or you're a person who's in the content creation phase, but you don't know how to get out of this phase of getting more views and getting more likes, or you're in a phase where you succeeded before and right now you're kind of falling through that phase, you have to understand your why. And I want to emphasize this so badly. If your why is, I want views, I want likes, I want this, that is not a why, okay? That is not a why. Views is not the end. It cannot be your end goal as a content creator because I promise you, you will get tired. You will get tired because it is not the most important metric of them all, right? And to have the most views in the world, you need to do something that everyone in the world likes. And if you are doing something very niche, like I want to create pottery while listening to techno music, not everyone in the world will like that. And to get everyone in the world to consume that content, you have to refine it in such a way that anyone in the world, I mean, a person who does not speak English in Cambodia can understand you, or a 7-year-old in Brazil can understand you, or a person who is now 82 years old living in London and has lived there all their life can understand you and can understand what you are trying to do. So it's very hard. And if you put the pressure on yourself to just say, my goal is to get views. I don't know why I want the views. I don't know what the views will let me to reach. You're not just gonna fail, but if you do succeed and you get those views, right? You will reach a point, because I was at this point before, where you have those views and you're like, now what? Like, okay, people are seeing my stuff, but are they actually being affected by what I'm doing? Do they enjoy what I'm doing? Am I able to support myself financially because of what I'm doing? What are the views bringing me? So, it is not wrong to want to get the most views. That is, you can have a multi-layered goal and say, yeah, this is my why, and through that why, I want to reach as many views as possible. I'll give you an example. I'm doing a challenge where I'm trying to sing a song from every country in the world. I want to maximize views so that as many people in the world can see me, so that I can connect with as many people as I can in the world. But is the views the ultimate thing? No, there's a bigger why to that. And my bigger why in this case is, by singing a song from every country in the world and by connecting with as many people as I possibly can, I will be able to open avenues for myself in different countries. Most recently, I went viral multiple times in Kenya, and that allowed me to explore their music, explore their culture more, and actually connect with a lot of Kenyan people in the place that I live. And now I am potentially exploring a plan to go and travel to Kenya for a month, live with the people, go perform at a few different clubs, and do different things like that. I needed views to reach that goal. If I only had 20,000 views, there would not be a demand for me to come to Kenya. But now, with more than 10 million views from Kenya, there is a demand for me to be there. There's a demand for me to be on podcasts. So you see how important it is to not focus on views, to not focus on likes, to not focus on that, because if I had just gotten the views and I didn't know what I want to do and I didn't know what I want to reach, or wasn't even inspired to be anything, I would have gotten those views and not been able to capitalize on the fact that, hey, I've built an audience that is actually interested in seeing me and I'm actually interested in connecting with them. So, focus on your metrics healthily, in a way that is healthy. Do not get stuck by, oh, this did not reach this amount. Like for me, I've reached the stage where I get maybe 10 million views a week. So I'm telling you, I never look at my analytics again where I go like, oh, I'm 22% down this week. Oh, I'm 11% up this week. What am I doing? I don't focus on that stuff. Not because it's not important, but because if you focus too much on that, you become engulfed by it and you forget why. You forget why you're doing this. And throughout my moments of struggle, I would sit down and say, I did this amazing video. I poured all my heart into it. I poured hours and hours of work into it, and it didn't get me the views. But it achieved a lot of other things that I wanted, right? Except for maybe where I could connect with other people because it didn't get many views. But it achieved the goal of, I'm doing what I love. I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. It achieved the goal of, I am autonomous. I could choose. No one is telling me what to do. This is a creation of my own. It achieved my goal of, I had the freedom to do this at the time I wanted, at the place I wanted, in the way I wanted. I had the freedom to repeat it as many times as I wanted if I had to. So there were goals that you achieved, but the reality is a lot of us will sit down and be like, yeah, okay, all of that sucks because I didn't get the views. And then we get demotivated. And when you get demotivated, that makes it very hard for you to reach your why. It makes it very, extremely hard to reach your why. So why are you doing this? Why? If you are, again, someone who sets a goal, I want to content create, then I ask you why and determine your why. If you just, you're doing it like, you wouldn't even be watching this video if you're just doing content for fun, not even thinking about it, right? But if you're that type of person right now who's going through that phase that I went through before, it's like, I want to become a content creator. I want to make money from being a content creator. I want to build an audience from being a content creator. I want more opportunities from being a content creator. You have to pinpoint your why, and your why has to be special to you. Again, your why cannot be generic, as we mentioned with the views. It also can't be generic like, yeah, I want to be popular, right? That's not focusing on views, but it's I want to be popular. I want to, I just want to do these things. I just want to do random shit. What is the why that truly connects with you? What is the why that makes you look at all the shit that you go through as a content creator? The people that when they see you don't have any views and you've done something that's a bit brave, they criticize you for it. And all the comments that are on your videos, the 2-3 comments, are criticism. What about the times where you work so hard on a video and it's not even close to getting 10 views? What will make you go through that? What will make you be like, okay, I understand. Okay, yeah, I poured 10 hours into this video yesterday. It didn't do well. My life is exactly the same. There's not even one person who's been affected by that. I'm demotivated. I don't want to do this. Like, look, because us as human beings, we live in a world of information right now. So anything that is not good, any result that is not good, we immediately think like, hey, you know what? I think this is not working out. I was a victim of that. I was a victim. I was a huge victim of that. So you sit down and you think like, what am I going to do next? Well, I realized the most important thing, the thing that kept me motivated until now, and trust me, to build to what I had, to what I have today. I went through 2 years of like just not, like it was a crazy phase of just not getting anything, posting 3-4 videos a day for 6 months straight. 2 years was like the on and off period, but there was a period of 6 months straight where just nothing would work. And I kept pushing and I kept pushing and I kept pushing, but it wasn't the blind pushing. It wasn't. I had a why, right? And for some people, they don't know what that why is and they continue to keep pushing, but there is a why deeply ingrained inside them. As long as your subconscious know, as long as the insides of you know why, you will continue to go. You will continue to push for it. So I advise you, before starting on this journey, or if you are stuck on this journey, right? Look for your why and make sure that why is specific to you. Because now going back to my why is I want to connect with people from different places, open up avenues for me to travel the world and explore history, music, food, tradition, culture, sports. That why for me, through singing a song from every country in the world, is so unique. Now, that's not to say that no one in the world is going to share that. We live in a world of 8 billion people. I mean, if you share that goal with 1,000 different people, that's still 0.0000001%. But it's special, it's unique, it's very rare. 1 in every 1 million people would have that goal. 1 in every 10 million people would have that goal. And when it's so special to you, when it's so specific to you, you understand that there is nothing that can stop you. There's nothing. If you want to teach kids, for example, stories, but in your own way, because for you, when you were a kid, you just didn't like the way stories were said to you. You didn't like the ways that you were forced to read. You didn't like the way that you were put on the spot in front of class. You didn't like the way that you were exposed for your mistakes. You don't want kids to go through that too. Again, a lot of people will share that goal, but there is something innate in you that makes that why important to you, that makes that goal important to you. So understand, once you find the why, once you find what it is that makes you click, you will then be able to give the best content out there for the audience that wants to watch you.